From the news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines. Senator Salim Mustafa calls for dialogue over disruptions in labor relationship. Kwara NLC backs pensioners 60,000 naira demand. CNS movement Church spiritual father calls for practical actions prayer to heal Nigeria. And moving on to the foreign scene, Turkish police fired tear gas to arrest 400 people at May Day rallies. And the world of business news, Dangote Refineries announces lower aviation fuel price. And moving on to the world of entertainment, actor Lateef Adedimeji's wife welcomes triplets. Moving on to the world of sport, Niger Tornadoes players offer cash incentives to beat Kwara United. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 887 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I am Precious Afolabi D. You can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download the app on Google Play Store at Diamond 887 FM. We move for the break now. Then after the break, we continue with the news.
We often think that mental health breakdowns sound like this.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
Welcome back now. The news in detail. The senator representing Kwara Central, Salim Mustafa, has called on Nigerian workers to prioritize industrial harmony and constructive engagement as the nation navigates its path to economic recovery. In his Workers' Day message, Mustafa encouraged labor unions to embrace dialogue, mutual understanding, and collaborations with the administration of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He emphasized that maintaining stability in the workforce is essential for sustainable growth and national development. The lawmaker noted that while the concerns of workers remain valid and important, resolving them through continuous engagement and negotiations will yield more lasting solution than disruption. Mustafa commended Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak for maintaining prompt salary payment and fostering a conducive working environment. Moving on, the chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC in Kwara State, Comrade Muritala Saeed Olayinka, has called for improved welfare for workers and pensioners in the state. As Nigerian workers marked its year May Day celebration, speaking with journalists during the Workers' Day event held today in Ilorin, Olayinka said the Congress has received several demands from different labor groups, including the Union of Pensioners and other workers' associations across the state. He noted that the Union of Pensioners formally written to the Kwara State government requesting an upward review of their monthly take-home at least 60,000 naira, describing the current earning as insufficient. and according to him, the union is awaiting government approval on the matter. Despite the demand, the NLC chairman commends the Kwara State government for its effort in ensuring prompt payment of salaries, implementations of the current minimum wage, and the introductions of peculiar allowances for workers. He, however, urged the government to sustain the momentum and further improve the overall welfare of workers in the state. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has said that the administration's policies were aimed at enhancing the welfare of workers in the state. Makinde said this today during the 2026 May Day celebrations held at Lake Salami Sport Complex in Ibadan, represented by the Secretary to the State, Professor Musbao Babatunde. The governor describes as apt to the theme of the 2026 May celebration, insecurity and the poverty threat to a conducive work environment. The government said that the insecurity and poverty were twin burdens that drained productivity and destroyed morale. He said that no civil servants could deliver excellence where fear and uncertainty prevail. Moving on, the governor, Babagana Zulum of Borno State, has presented engineer Mustafa Guberu as preferred successor to Vice President Kashim Shettima as the All Progressive Congress APC consensus candidate for the 2027 governorship election. Speaking at the presidential Villa Abuja, Governor Zulum describes the emergence of the candidate as the outcome of extensive consultations among party stakeholders, and according to Zulum, the decisions reflect on unified positions within the party in the state. He commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for what he describes as strategic leadership, support and guidance to both the government and the APC. Zulum also acknowledged the Vice President's support in strengthening party cohesion in the state and for his support for the consensus candidate. Ahead of its 57th annual Mount Horeb sessions, which commences on Monday, the Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church Worldwide, Ayonio, has reiterated the need for practical actions and prayers for protections, healings, and restorations of Nigeria. The chairman and spiritual father of the church is Most Eminent Prophet Dr. Emmanuel Abiodun Adewale Alobo, in a statement said, "Our country faces deepened economic hardship, persistent inflation, and widespread food insecurity." Prophet Alobo, who also doubled as the supreme head of the Cherubim and Seraphim Unification Church of Nigeria, commended the macroeconomic gains which the current administrations of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has achieved, but appealed to this need to translate to gain which the average man on the street can also attest to the microeconomy level. The head of the church prophetic ministry and conference supervision's prophet, senior special apostle, Prophet Dr. Joel Olayinka Adeniro, explaining that the annual Mount Horeb Association event with the theme Covenant of Mercy will, among the things, seek the face of God for his mercies and solutions to many of the current acute national and global challenges. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 887 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. We're going to break now. When we return, we'll bring you foreign, business, entertainment, and sport news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Diamond 88.7 FM is here to make sense out of your world through our balanced news coverage from the nooks and crannies of Nigeria and beyond. Journey with us through the news we tracked for you at this moment on your shining supreme station.
Good to know you're still there and you're welcome back from that short break. Please keep update with us on the news across, reaching you from Diamond 887 FM. Now we'll move to the foreign stories. And from the foreign stories today, Turkish police fired tear gas and arrested dozens of people participating in May Day demonstration in Istanbul today, as thousands stage rally across the country. And according to the CHD Lawyers Associations, almost 400 people were arrested in Istanbul, where police fired tear gas into the crowd from riot control vehicles. Two groups were especially singled out in the city's European side after signaling their intentions to march to Taksim's Square, which were the same several anti-government protesters in the past, which was sealed off overnight by police. And still on the foreign scene, the detained former Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi has been moved to house arrest. The 80-year-old Nobel laureate have been held in detention, probably in the military prisons in the capital, Yapintor, since she was removed from the office in the military coup 2021. A statement by military leader Min Aung Hlaing, who led the coup, said he had commuted her remaining sentences to be served as the designated resident. Aung San Suu Kyi came back to power in 2015 after Myanmar's then rulers introduced democratic reforms. Before that, she spent decades of military roles as a pro-democracy activist and was previously held for more than 15 years under house arrest. And now moving on to the business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
And the business news today, Dangote Refineries has announced a lower 1,820 naira per litre of aviation fuel, known as Jet 1, as the undercut to 3,000 naira per litre price speculated by the marketers. The company in the price list to customers said fixing its aviation fuel at 1,820 naira per litre was to boost price transparency in the Jet 1 market, as the airline operators in the past month has continued to lament the high cost of Jet A1, which increased by around 300% following the conflict escalations in the Middle East. Price speculations and the middleman influence had further worsened the Jet A1 price debacles for airline operators in Nigeria. And now we'll move to the entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
On entertainment news today, popular Nigerian actor and filmmaker Lateef Adedimeji and his wife Adebimpe Adedimeji have announced the birth of their triplet. Abdulateef shares the news today through a video post on his official Instagram page confirming the arrival of the babies. In the post, Lateef spoke about his recent silence and the journey leading to the birth of their children. Following the announcement, friends, colleagues and fans also flooded the couple's Instagram page with congratulatory messages and well wishes. For the last lap, we move into the sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
Sport news today for the fourth phase, the Niger state government has announced a 2 million naira bonus for Niger Tornadoes ahead of the Nigerian Premier Football League and PFL Match Day 36 encounter against Kwara United. The State Sports Commission Chairman Danjuma Abdul Musa made the announcement in Mina. The Niger Tornadoes will lock on with Kwara United at the Bako Kotangwa Stadium, Mina, on Sunday. Abdul Masu pledged that the players will hand 1,000 naira each per goal or assist. The technical crew will get 500,000 naira, while support staff will receive 1,000 naira each. As it stated that the incentive is aimed to boost the players' morale to go for victory in the game. Niger Tornadoes sit in the 14th positions with 43 points, 3 points adrift off the relegation zone. For the last lap of the sport for today, FIFA President Gianni Infantino insists Iran will participate in the 2026 World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico, ruling out the possibility of Italy recall. There have been some significant doubts on whether Iran will or even could take the part in the competitions this summer, considering they are currently embroiled in a war with the US and Israel, making things even more complicated. In Iran, were drawn to a group where the matches will be in the United States of America. Iran were also only countries not represented at FIFA Congress in Yanvoga, but the Infantinos took the opportunity to make a statement that Iran will play at the World Cup. And with that, we have come to the end of the news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. You heard Senator Saliu Mustafa calls for dialogue over disruption in labor relations. You also heard Kwara NLC backs pensioners 60,000 demand. CNS movement in charge spiritual father calls for practical actions, prayers to heal Nigeria. And from the foreign scene, you heard Turkish police fire tear gas, arrest 400 people at May Day rallies. In the world of business, Dangote Refineries announces low aviation fuel price. And the world of entertainment news, actor Lateef Fagbemi's wife welcomed triplets. Lastly, from the world of sports, Niger Tornadoes players offer cash incentives to beat Kwara United. And do you know segment today? Do you know on this day, 1962, a state of emergency was declared in the western region by federal government led by Tafawa Balewa? If you don't know, now you know. Please kindly contact Diamond FM for information or news around you on this number 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi and read to you by Precious Afolabi D. Many thanks for listening to your Shining Supreme station. Happy weekend, and don't forget, by 5:30, the news in Yoruba will come on board.